Welcome to the University of the Free State.
Wa amohela ho University of the Free State.
Welkom bij de Universiteit van de Vrystaat.
Siyakwamukela eNyuvesi yase-Free State.
Situated in the heart of South Africa, my university is a creation of the past, the present, and the future. Across our 3 campuses, 7 faculties have been home to some of the most magnificent minds. Everything we do is rooted in our values of excellence, innovation and impact, accountability, care, social justice, and sustainability. We have been changing the world for more than a century. We continue to pave the way and inspire a fresh stream of knowledge and skill to follow in the footsteps of our scholars and alumni. We hunger for knowledge that will help us to be better and to do better. Our facilities encourage excellence, pulling us towards the light of new insight and ways of applying what we know. We lead by example, advocating sustainability in everything that we do. While we are making a current impact, we are also steering towards the future with the knowledge and skills we need to take the lead. The next 12 years will be especially significant in our growth as our Vision 130 unfolds, which will peak in 2034 when the University of the Free State celebrates 130 years of existence. Vision 130 is our strategic intent to reposition the university for 2034. Join us on this journey. Together, we will go further.
There's 499 graduates this afternoon. Let's give it up to all of them. This is the most beautiful time of the year, middle of autumn. But this is also God's own country. Blue skies, African sunshine. Truly, there is no country like it anywhere else in the world. But also this is the bicentenary of Lesotho and Basotho, 200th anniversary of the creation of Setjhaba sa Basotho. Ke ka hoo re isang tlhompho e kgolo ho ra Basotho, motlotlehi, Morena Mohato, Letsie wa boraro, setlohotloholwana sa Petele Makgabane, setloholo sa Raka di Lebeola, se beotseng Ramonaheng Ditedu, a di re shweshwe ka lehare. Middag, dames en heren. Dit is 'n heerlike lieflike middag en ons geniet dit baie. Eminence, excellencies, most distinguished graduates. Good afternoon. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the awarding and conferral of qualifications in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. I therefore award and confer qualifications to and on all the candidates presented by the Dean of the respective faculty present to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award and confer qualifications to and on those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today. You may be kindly seated.
Distinguished guests, graduates, parents, guardians, loved ones, today is a very special day indeed, and few events and occasions hold as much significance as your graduation. This is a day that is as important for those who have supported you along the way. Many of you had to overcome a lot during your journey to be here this afternoon. Many of you are the first in your families to reach this milestone. So you have earned this moment, and you should be extremely proud. Always acknowledge and recognize the significance of your achievement as you transition from being a University of the Free State student to a University of the Free State graduate. Graduates, you had the honor of studying at a 120-year-old institution, an enormously fine institution that has a track record on par with well-regarded national peers, as reflected in the 2024 Times Higher Education World University and Impact Rankings. Sufficient evidence indicates that higher education has the potential to function as an agent of change and a means of serving the greater good. Although the mission of our university has always been to equip you with the knowledge and the skills needed to make a difference in your field of study, we are also mindful that values are as important for you to make a difference in your communities and also in society at large. The University of the Free State places great emphasis on ensuring that students and staff have an outstanding university experience. In pursuit of excellence, we are proud that our environment is conducive for intellect and for knowledge to flourish. And as such, our values of excellence, innovation and impact, accountability, care, social justice, and sustainability are embedded in all the activities across our university. So graduates, irrespective of what you undertake in the future, remember to pursue your passion and continuously have the desire to make a difference in the lives of others. Surround yourself with real people in real communities, people with integrity, while inculcating kindness, empathy, passion, and awareness of the real issues. If you want to tackle the unfinished goals of our country and create a better world, build bridges, remain morally astute, and grow your coalitions. They say life can be challenging when you are on your own. However, great results can be achieved when you work as a collective. So it's up to you to align yourself with those who have a common cause. Heal the divisions that keep us separated and carry along those who have been left out and are struggling. So congratulations to all our COFSI graduates. May you have continued success in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, thank you for opening the ceremonies of today. I am going to be your program director this afternoon. My name is Pearl Sitole, and my job is very simple, just to create order and make sure that you are well cared for audience and you are an orderly audience. We will start by establishing a couple of house rules. The university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. Those who arrive after the pre-ceremony announcements are requested to refer to the graduation event program. Today is a time to celebrate the achievements of each graduate. Hearing the full names of each student being announced is important to everyone. You are therefore asked to limit cheers and loud exclamations, making sure that they are short enough for all to hear the name of the next student. We strive to conduct the graduation ceremonies in a dignified manner and ask that you do not leave the hall before the end of the proceedings to avoid disturbing the ceremony. You are also asked to please keep your cell phones on silent for the duration of the ceremony. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let me announce to you who is here to officiate in your ceremony today. We would like to welcome Prof. Bonang Mohale, the Chancellor of the University of the Free State. We also welcome the Vice Chancellor and Principal, who has just welcomed you, Professor Francis Peterson. The guest speaker of this particular ceremony that we are very proud to have here with us, Mr. Louis Ziena von Zenia. The registrar of this university, Mr. Nigilen Tsababa. The representative of the executive director of student affairs, Mr. Jerry Laka. The president of convocation, Mr. Peter Dutoy. The dean of economic and management sciences, the real host of this ceremony, Professor Philip Becker. The representative of the Dean of Education, Dr. Godsen Chimbi, the Dean of Health Sciences, Prof. Gert van Zyl, the representative of the Dean of Humanities, Professor Setulego Matebesi, the representative of the Dean of Law, Dr. Gerald Kamcha, the representative of the Dean of the Natural and Agricultural Sciences, Professor Samuel Adelabo, the Dean of Theology and Religion, Professor John Klassen, as well as the Institutional Student Representative Council, a representative of the President, Mojelenki Legegeru. These are your hosts, ladies and gentlemen, in this particular ceremony. I would like now to introduce to you, in the spirit of ceremony, how are we going to celebrate without music? The song that we will start with in this ceremony, and the song that will be played is called Reach. The song Reach was officially themed, a theme song of the 1996 Summer Olympics held in Atlanta in the United States. It reached the top 10 of the hit charts in the Czech Republic, Hungary, Norway, and Spain, where it reached number 2. It was nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance for Gloria Estefan in 1997. Written by Estefan and Diane Warren, the song is about overcoming troubled times and coming back stronger than ever. And you can see why it is the most relevant song for this kind of occasion. To perform the song this afternoon, please welcome Zama Zulu, Bayanda Mkize, with Eunice Drum Queens under the direction of Tapelo Mufukeng and the Graduation Instrumental Ensemble. We welcome them.
whatever it takes. Follow through the promise I made. Put it all on the line. What I hope for at last would be mine. If I could reach higher, know that I've tried my very best and put my spirit to the test. If I could be stronger, know that I've tried my very best. I'd put my spirit to the test. If I could reach you. Some days are meant to be remembered. Those days we rise above the stars, and I'll go a distance this time. Seek more, the higher I climb. That the more I believe, oh, the more that this dream would be mine. If I could reach higher, for that one moment touch the sky, for that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. Know that I've tried my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could if I could reach higher, touch that one moment in the sky, for that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. Know that I've tried my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could, if I could, for that one moment touch the sky, for that one moment in my life, stronger. Know that I've tried my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a fitting round of applause. Let us now get to the business of the day, and I am glad to stand here and not say to those of you who know what this venue is used for, it is not exams. I have the pleasure of now introducing to you the Dean of the Faculty of the Economic and Management Studies, Professor Berger, to present his candidates.
Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award the following qualifications to the candidates that I introduced to you in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences: diplomas bachelor's degrees, honors degrees, master's degrees, and doctoral degrees. Bachelor of Accounting. Black, C, and the degree with distinction. Botha, A.L. Brits, J. Chambise, L.I. Claessens, C. Davids, C.E. Davids, L. De Meyer, C.P. Denason, M.H. and a degree with distinction. Dlomo, M. De Tue, D. De Tue, G.W. Engelbrecht, B. Feng, Y.W. and a degree with distinction. Grobbelaar, A. Grobbelaar, C.F. Schlongwane, Z. Jansen van Rensburg, R. Jooste, K, C. Jordaan, I. Keogatile, R.B. Gatwe, M.F. Khoza, N.A. Mahosha, V.C. Malunga, S.K. Masitwa, K. Mashiyi, M.J.A. Mbana, N. Mile, M.L.V. Ndebele, Z. Moki, R.E. Mohale, T. Mokele, K. Moketi, R.J. Mokwena, R. Mokoneni, K.M. Modibedi, M. Moncho TS, Mukhalo MJ, Mula Z, Mopedi OK, Moriotsile TS, Motahong L, Motoko BC, Naidu Y, Ndwandwe N, Nkato FE, Nkungwana I, Nobela NZ, Oosthuizen C and the degree with distinction. Paku M and the degree with distinction. Pele B, Pretorius LS, Ramatsekane AJ, Scott A, Sentomile KOV, Shabalala R, Sibizo X, Songo VN, Stein C, Strauss RNX, Tomelang K, Chabango MS, Van der Walt JJ, Van Dijk T, Vermeulen LJ, Vicente JF, Bachelor of Administration, Adams CA, Bardley S, Baile D, Baloy MT and the degree with distinction. Bambo KP, Bongo AA, Boy NNP. Boyens ZAF. Bopape KKL. Boka A. Bore H. Buthelezi S. Buthelezi S. Tsele LE. Chaukwe AZZ, and the degree with distinction. Shivanga RT, and the degree with distinction. Dlamini NN. Dihemo TL. Dlabazana BR. Dlamini A, and the degree with distinction. Dlamini PP, and the degree with distinction. Gabiza S. Giwu W. Gomana Z. Governed NS. Guija A. Hadebe TG. Hamisi L, and the degree with distinction. Hati O. Shlabisa TN, and the degree with distinction. Hlatswayo NA. Hlatswayo SB. Shlobo FD. Shlongwane NNA. Hoza D. Jabana K. Jacobs R. Jafta VO. Janchi PY. Giri NL. Kautsane K. Kenka O. Kabu MP and a degree with distinction. Koza M. Kotle PM and a degree with distinction. Koza NN. Kumalo AS. Kumalo MPN. Kumalo NS. Capway NN. Kubeka SE. Lema ML. Lefatla T. Lekama JV. Letiane BB. Letlatsane KL. Letsela S and a degree with distinction. Letuka T. Kele N. Lobby I. Lufele A. Mabaso K. Mabizela NJ. Machoho S. Madonsela P. Mafa NE. Mafata BT and a degree with distinction. Mahahula KP. Mahakula LAN and the degree with distinction. Majaka L. Majola S. Makhowa H. Maketa DN. Maketa S. Makwasa M. Malemela L. Malhas LO. Malinga BS. Mambumbu Z. Mamecha MP and the degree of distinction. Manzi N. Maoko KJ. Mapeza Mombe TJ and the degree with distinction. Marwa Z. Masimula G. Mashatola D. Mashiane K. And the degree with distinction. Masondo PT. Masukwane M. Mate R. Matebula L. Matengu T. Matsipa Q. Matthews S. Matieni S. Maweni Z. Mbadi S V. Mda M. Mdingi L and the degree with distinction. Mayor L. Mfazwe B. Mkatsa S. Mshlanga HM. Mshlanzi L and the degree with distinction. Mshlongo L. Mkabela SE and the degree of distinction. Mlamdeli S. Ngube LN. Nueva M. Mwaketsi AM. Mwepia K and the degree with distinction. Mokhale CK. Mohuera L. Mohuera TK. Moslakwana D. Moshlodi TKT. Mohono T. Mokaloba K. Mokaloba KD. Mokau TM. Mokotswa IE. Mokwena KM. Mokwele N and the degree with distinction. Mokwena MF. Molale T. Yeah. Hang on. Head problems. Head malfunction. Molao K. Molehe CM. Moleko KM. Molepo KJ and the degree with distinction. Molloy MD. Mondley LJ. Mopete M. Mosia TP and the degree with distinction. Mosechla PN. Moses T. Moshani BA and the degree with distinction. Mosia B. Mos N. Motete PP. Motignani K. Motswari RKF. Mpanda S and the degree of distinction. Mpakela RJ. Mpondonkulu A. Msimang NP. Msimango LA. Msimango MT. Mtanase A. Tata MA. Mtimkulu CZ. Ntwebana C. Mutsi MW. Myeni ZP. Mzimba MF. Nkamane VD. Ndala NL. Ndlela SL. Nefolofo dwe N. Nene NM. Ngidi SN. Ngumbane K. Nkotolozi B. Ngowa RP. Nalunga EJ, and a degree with distinction. Nslaupu DM. Nslaupu KD. Niklas Z. Nkabinde NK. Ngahle KK. Nkonyane ZG. Nkosi MN. Nkwari F. Nokuane T. Nomsuka I. Ntema SS. Nsane LG. Nchakala SP. Nsinga A. Nswahai IP. Ntuli KN, and the degree of distinction. Ntuli LN. Ntuli LS. Nyati TV. Nyembe ST. Oliphant T, and the degree of distinction. Peters L. Pala NK. Patela N. Popolo M. Popoi A. Potsane RJ. Sam K. Seamata A. Sebola TRR, and the degree with distinction. Sechuaro RG. Secampugnane K. Selemela NL, and the degree with distinction. Sena AOF, and the degree of distinction. Setlodi O, and the degree with distinction. Shai L. Shazy AS. Shazy L, and the degree with distinction. Shibe SI. Shilango IB. Stropo L. Shopo PP. Shungube TB. Sibanda MM. CBCSS. Sishuba A. Sitelo YE. Sikaka SL. Smos NP. Solo KOM. Sonquenia E, and the degree with distinction. Stain AJ. Tebesi PL. Tembe F. Taisi KL. Tango ML. Teko T.E. Tuna J. Tsembeyi J. Chabalala N.J. Tali Z. Techlane T. Chupetso J. Tsilo T.A. Chwenyane M.V. Sotetsi L.C. Charlie U.Z. and the degree with distinction. Van Sail G. Vanya T.G. Vayisi M. Velapi M. Vilakazi N.P. Vinar T.B. Kaki C. Johan S.E. and the degree with distinction. Zandile S. Zihlangu O. Zungu S. and the degree with distinction. What degree is this? Leteha M.J. Bachelor of Management Leadership. Eratu Sivamani Arsh. Evertse I.L. Kalahote K.C. Mabale L.P.S. Mabula T.M. Mangate B. Molo B.K. Michaels A.L. Mia T.B. Mokhwasi S. Mosia D.P. Mpotsang BD. Julie NS. Posa KJ. Sekese MT. Shibane NJ. Sunyane TF. Postgraduate Diploma in Chartered Accountancy. Diedericks SJ. Furi JP. Gower RD. Huatle K. Lombard DL. Mojamongwek G. Mokoto C. Mtetwa SS. Nhlaupo BN. Ramatikiti D. Thank you. Raufelane TE. Rasebakoa MJ. Rondo SA. Simelane NM. Smith SR. Yusuf MS. Postgraduate Diploma in General Accountancy. Akinusi OOE. Chweu T. Litstela KL. Lawrence A. Madlala ZBS. Matala D. Molekane LK. Razilani MD. Senakhomo O. Smith BT. Van Graan CE. Postgraduate Diploma in Public Administration. Ledwaba LS. Marlow GG. Mbata SM. Mohale RB. Ramaite R. Bachelor of Accounting Honours. Butler DK. Bloom W. Detlefs J. Fury J. Franz M. Haven HN. Huang JYT. Keswa KR. Klink JN. Lambanon JL. Lin SY. Lawrence WG. Mafata KB. Malete N. Mohale RD. Mojakisane SK. Molelekwa TM. Molokwane NM. Mulder WJ. Nell W. Nelane T. Ngidi AA. Ntlane TM. Parkin A. Pretorius M. and the degree with distinction. Prince K. Skumi JF. Smith F. and the degree with distinction. Ntola N. Tilwane MD. Van der Walt LH. Van Staden S. Wiese L. Eisele M. Bachelor of Administration Honours. Bade N and the degree with distinction. Diamond NM. Dlamini M and the degree with distinction. Kosana MT and the degree with distinction. Lamola RK. Leie T and the degree with distinction. Mkwanazi ZN and the degree with distinction. Modiba M. Ngubeni S. Segunda LPS and the degree of distinction. Hang on. Stradom C and the degree of distinction. Tlabadira OM. T and the degree of distinction. Thank you. Master of Accounting with specialization in auditing. Church A. Master of Administration. Baloy VAB. Ditswane TD. Mofokeng MV. Master of Commerce with specialization in business management. Dikana ZO. Nkosi SM. Ntakakazi NG and the degree of distinction. Soulo LJ and the degree of distinction. Okay, Master of Commerce with specialization in economics.
Thank you, Prof.
Moepi L is Master of Commerce with specialization in finance. Ndudzo K.E. Master of Development Studies. De Boer L.J. Duma Z.P. Mosia N.M. Mozamiri N.S. Ngunaye P.N. Nkuna S. Master of Industrial Psychology. Hatting A. Janneke B. Kars B. Ngobesi V.K. Master of Public Administration. Malete T.B. Monakari Z. Selo LV. Tlale TE. Furt K. Thank you. Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confer doctoral degrees on the candidates presented to you. I request the supervisors to introduce their candidates to you.
Doctor of Philosophy with specialization in Business Administration, Kosibe Basewe John Paul. In his thesis entitled Team Brand Equity Amongst Ghanaian Football Fans, the candidate contributes to the understanding of team brand equity in Ghanaian football. The study assesses predictors of brand equity amongst fans and adds to previous research by integrating emotional attachment as a predictor of brand equity, thereby challenging the notion that emotions follow cognition. Both cognitive and emotional factors are argued to independently influence fan behavior, leading to proposals that clubs adapt to evolving fan behaviors by embracing globalization and creating experiences that create fan identification and emotional attachment. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Kosibe Basewe John Paul.
Doctor of Philosophy with specialization in business management, Pakis Riabetso-Gladys, with a thesis titled Student Self-Employment in South Africa, a Triple LX Model, Entrepreneurial Competence and Social Support. The candidate developed a multi-tiered student self-employment ecosystem model. She assessed the moderated mediation effect of social support on the relationship between university initiatives and student self-employment through entrepreneurial competence, industry, and government support in South Africa. She applied a positivist research paradigm through the use of a quantitative research methodology and collected data through a questionnaire from a convenient sample of 375 self-employed South African university students. In a data analysis, she used SmartPLS4 to analyze data through structural equation modeling, mediation, and moderation analysis. The study concluded that entrepreneurial competence, industry, and government support fully mediate the relationship between university initiatives and student self-employment. This study holds major implications for theory and practice, leading to the development of the student self-employment ecosystem model. Chancellor, it is an honor and privilege to introduce Dr. Pakis Riabetso-Gladys.
Doctor of Philosophy with specialization in development studies, Kuzambiza Kiingi Margaret Ann. With a thesis titled Institutional Responses to Mine Closure in the West Rand, the candidate contributes to the scholarship on the social aspects of mine closure. She uses new institutional economics to provide a theoretical framework against which to understand mine closure. She finds that mine closure reinforces weak mine closure rules, informal rules dominate, and power play is common. She outlines the socioeconomic implications of mine closure and convincingly argues for planning to consider economic and demographic decline. A book chapter has appeared in an international published book. Chancellor, my co-supervisors, Professor Werner Nell and Dr. Jobgabade Gazin, and I present to you Dr. Margaret Ann Kuzambiza Kiingi.
Machiwenyika Moffat Remekedzai. With his thesis titled Student and Staff Perceptions of Decolonization at Two South African Universities, a Capabilities Analysis, the candidate contributes to scholarship on decolonization, higher education, and human development. Through a qualitative design involving 44 participants from 2 South African universities, the research makes contributions to literature, theory, policy, and practice. It enhances our understanding of inequality and social justice in South African higher education by examining decolonization through a capabilities lens. The study proposes a new framework for fostering socially just and transformative universities through the process of decolonization. Chancellor, I proudly present to you Dr. Moffat Remekedzai Machiwenyika.
Mbadi Elalwani. With his thesis titled, The Contribution of Informal Settlement Upgrading to the Economic Inclusion of the Poor, the candidate contributes to scholarship that links housing and asset-based development. His findings from a longitudinal study on the upgrading of Freedom Square emphasize the limitations of asset-based development and recommend an integrated approach. Despite the negative implications of COVID-19 for asset building, the evidence shows substantial asset generation, asset transfers between generations, and the value of assets in creating ontological security in Freedom Square. A book chapter has appeared in an international published book. Chancellor, my co-supervisors, Professors Mark Napier and Justin Fisagi, and I present to you Dr. Elalwani Mbadi. Mashonga Mavis. In a thesis titled Child Guides of Visually Impaired Parent Beggars in Zimbabwe, the candidate addresses the plight of child guides who lack opportunities while accompanying visually impaired parents in begging. Through qualitative research involving 10 child guides, 10 visually impaired parent beggars, and 3 social workers, the study argues for collaboration, participatory practices, equity, and equality to improve the opportunities and human excellence of child guides. Advocating for the enhanced support and inclusive practices, the research highlights the importance of empowering child guides to realize their potential and access to opportunities. Chancellor, the supervisor, Dr. Tatenda Manumanu, who is in Australia, I will present on his behalf to you Dr. Mavis Mashonga. Mutsikiwa Iziwe. With a titled thesis, Women Economic Empowerment Programs in Reducing Intimate Partner Violence in Zimbabwe, the candidate explores the intersection between women's economic empowerment and intimate partner violence reduction. Employing empowerment, capability, and feminist theories, she investigates the complexity of African women's economic empowerment programs. Through meticulous research, she evaluates the effectiveness of these programs in mitigating inter-partner violence, leading to the creation of a model aimed to enhancing women economic empowerment initiatives to reduce inter-partner violence in Zimbabwe. The study offers insights for optimizing interventions towards transformative outcomes addressing intimate partner violence in Zimbabwe. Chancellor, on behalf of the supervisor, Dr. Tatenda Manumanu, who is in Australia, I present to you Dr. Iziwe Mutsikiwa.
Piri Chimweme. With his thesis titled University Community Partnerships for Climate Change Adaptation in Malawi, a Human Development Perspective, the candidate contributes to scholarship on higher education and human development focusing on how university-community partnerships can foster sustainable community well-being. Using a qualitative approach with a sample of 46 university and non-university participants, the study considers 4 dimensions of a human development-centered framework, which are equitable relationships, inclusive decision-making, streamlining resource efficiency, and sustainable community well-being for partnerships to be more inclusive and equitable. Chancellor, I again very proudly present to you Dr. Chimwemwe Phiri.
Doctor of Philosophy with specialization in economics, Mutize Takudzwa. In his thesis titled A Systematic Assessment of Skilled Labor Migration Between Cities in South Africa, the candidate contributes to scholarship on urban economics and labor migration, focusing on the role and impact of intercity migration on socioeconomic outcomes. The study highlights the significance of intercity migration as a mechanism for economic mobility in South Africa, with economic benefits found amongst workers of all education levels and across all urban types. The thesis argues for greater attention to the attraction and retention of skilled labor in metropolitan municipal planning. Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Justin Fasaki, I present to you Dr. Takudzwa Mutize.
Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to present the Dean's Medal to the recipient that I introduced to you, awarded to a student who has achieved the best result with respect to undergraduate degree in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. Chancellor, I present to you Charlene Black. Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to present the Dean's Medal to the recipient that I introduced to you, awarded to a student who has achieved the best results with respect to the bachelor's honors degree in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. Chancellor, I present to you Christopher Adolf Strydom.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say that we must all put our hands together to congratulate for such a beautiful harvest, Professor Berger. We have a guest that has honored us in terms of congratulating all of you for the hard work that you've put together to come to this stage. Louis von Ziener was born in Cape Town, matriculated at D.F. Malan High School in Belleville. Subsequently, he graduated with a Bachelor of Economics from Stellenbosch University, whereafter he started his professional life as a teller at Volkskas Bank in Goodwood in the Cape. Some of you who know this bank must be a certain age. This appointment led to an esteemed career spanning 32 years in the banking and financial services industry until his retirement in 2012, at which time he held the role of Deputy Group Chief Executive of the ABSA Group. Von Ziener is passionate about South Africa and serves on many boards and business councils with the primary objective of making meaning or a meaningful contribution to restoring economic growth in South Africa. I am pleased that today we have him in this hall to congratulate all of you and to invite him to stage for a congratulatory message.
Program Director, thanks very much. As we were sitting here, the Program Director did mention that you males are outperformed by all the women that has done successful with distinctions, but still you are in the majority in certain positions. So, Paul, I take that on the chin, and I can assure you we'll do our best to address that as well. And Philippe, again, I mean, to you and your team, I mean, it's just remarkable to see the success that has come through your departments. Distinguished guests, graduates, parents, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the honor of being invited here today to address you at this auspicious event. May I also say that it is an immense honor to be in the presence of Prof. Mohale and Peterson. I mean, two individuals that one can look up to and that you were fortunate to be part of this university under their leadership. Firstly, may I take this opportunity to congratulate every graduate in this room on successfully completing your studies. I have no doubt it was a long and arduous journey, but you are to be commended for finding the strength and endurance to persevere. So well done to all of you. Normally a speech on such an occasion, and for the first-time graduates, some of us, like me, graduated in the 1900s, but I can still recall after such a long sit and somebody gets up to make a speech, you just think, is it really necessary? So just bear with us for another 20 minutes or so and then your celebrations can start. So a speech on an occasion like this, as I've said, one normally talks about the graduates are our leaders of tomorrow. But I don't want to follow that tradition. Today I would like to invite you to think a little differently about our world and your role in it. But before I go on, if I may, let me put a question to you. I would like you to consider it, ruminate on it, and apply fresh graduate-level brain power to it whilst I speak. The question is, as you leave here today, do you desire the future you want or the future you have inherited? How you answer this question is important, particularly in South Africa today, and especially in a South Africa with an election coming up in little over a month, 30 years after our first democratic election in 1994. It is unlikely that any of you graduates, I exclude those with the red robes, were even a twinkle in your parents' eye in 1994. But if you were older like me and others, those days in 1994 just seems like yesterday. I remember how we stood in the queues that seemed never-ending, clutching our green ID books, so excited to make our voting choices. As history shows, most of us voted for a future that would be different to the one we would otherwise inherit. In 1994, we followed our leaders and we believed in what they promised. It was an exciting and exhilarating time. But 30 years later, how well did it work out? I'm sure I'm not alone in thinking that the promises from 1994 don't look as shiny and hopeful as they once did. I don't want to bore you with all the statistics of South Africa today, as I'm sure you are very aware of our world-beating unemployment rate, our near-zero economic growth, our soaring violent crime statistics, load shedding, and so on. But when we consider all these worrisome issues, it is hard not to think that our leaders, and some of them, might have failed us. This, to my generation's great shame, is the future you are inheriting. But it doesn't have to be that way. It can be better if we think about making the future differently. That is why today I say to you that we look to you not as our future leaders, but as our owners, its makers, the builders of a better future, because the one you have been handed, unfortunately, is not fit for purpose. It is time to think like an owner, not like a leader. An owner takes personal responsibility for creating and shaping his or her future. An owner thinks and acts independently of established leadership. An owner does not look down on the world, but contribute to it. Of course, this is an easy thing for me to say, and you are probably sitting there asking yourself, how can I, an individual, make any kind of difference to the current situation? And you are right to ask that. Let me answer that question for you by describing some real-life instances that I hope will help. Let's start with Stanislav Petrov. Stanislav Petrov was a lieutenant colonel in the Soviet Air Force, Defense Force in '83, when the Cold War was real. On September 26 of that year, he was on duty when the Soviet nuclear early warning system detected what it saw as incoming American nuclear missiles. Petrov had to decide whether to report this to his superiors, most likely triggering a retaliatory nuclear strike against the United States and a nuclear Armageddon. But instead of escalating the alert, Petrov trusted his own instincts, not the wisdom of his leaders, and decided it was a false alarm. It turns out he was right. The Soviet monitoring satellites had mistaken sun rays reflecting off clouds as missiles. Petrov, however, paid the price for his decision to to disobey orders and Soviet protocols and left or was possibly pushed out of the military a year later. His decision and the incident were kept a state secret for many years, but he is now regarded as the man who, quite literally, saved the world. In 2006, he was honored by the United Nations for his role in this event. Without Petrov taking ownership of a very real situation, by having the courage to do what he knew was right and to ignore the instructions of his leaders, none of us might have been here today. From Petrov's story, we learn that it is in fact possible for one person to save the world. Let's move now to a young woman called Malala Yousafzai. Young Malala was 11 years old in 2009 when she started writing a blog about life under the Taliban in the area of Swat, where she lived in Pakistan. The Taliban had banned girls from attending school, among other repressive practices. 3 years later, aged only 15, and in response to her activism against this practice, she was shot in the face by a Taliban gunman while traveling on a school bus. The attack on her inspired an international movement, and she survived to become a prominent activist for the right to education. In 2014, at age 17, she became the world's youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate. What do we learn from her? We learn that the courage to fight for the future we want, and not the one we have inherited, can leave a significant dent in our universe. But finally, let's come closer to home with the story of Nkosi Johnson. Nkosi was born HIV positive in a village near Danhausen in KwaZulu-Natal in 1989 when the HIV/AIDS crisis was ravaging South Africa. His story hit the headlines when he was refused admission to a school in Johannesburg because of his HIV status. With the support of his adoptive mother, his mother had died of the disease, and Nkosi became a prominent activist at the tender age of 12. He was the keynote speaker at the 13th International AIDS Conference, after which he was described by Nelson Mandela as an icon for the struggle for life. He sadly died in 2001, but not before finding Nkosi's Haven, a refuge for HIV-positive mothers and their children. Nkosi's Haven still operates to this day, more than 2 decades after his death. In 2005, he was posthumously awarded the first ever International Children's Peace Prize holder. So before he was even a teenager, Nkosi Johnson confronted prejudice head-on and stood up for the future that he wanted, rather than accepting the reality that he had inherited. From Nkosi, we also learn about courage and sacrifice and how to change the world. So after telling you these stories, I ask you again, what is the future you want? What are you prepared to do to make it real? How will you own it? Or will you wait for someone else to lead you? Let us pause for a moment. Consider the idea of leadership and ask ourselves if our ideas of leadership are still fit for purpose. I'm reminded of the League of Nations after the First World War. The League was set up to try and prevent another global conflict, but it failed thanks to conflicting ambitions of national sovereignty and international responsibility. Leadership today, at least in a political sense, seems like the League of Nations, all dressed up with importance, but unfortunately, lacking relevancy and consequence. Our leaders preside over a society and culture that is moving and evolving faster than the ideals and ideologies in which they trade. Global culture is also being shaped by powerful technologies that mock old-fashioned ideas of nationality and society. We are witnessing the dawn of practical artificial intelligence, with artificially generated intelligence and intelligent autonomous robots just around the corner. These technologies will empower human ambition or enslave it, depending on the integrity of the leaders at the time. Global leaders are scrambling ineffectively at this point to comprehend the effect of these developments in our world while attempting to pass laws to rein them in, like the League of Nations. Seismic forces of history are sweeping them aside. Closer to home, our leaders appear trapped by their own history and cannot seem to effectively deliver and execute policies to make a dent in unemployment and deliver a semblance of economic growth, to mention but two of the numerous issues negatively impacting South Africa today. So this leaves us looking to your generation for a way forward. Yours is a fortunate generation in that you stand on the cusp of what truly promises to be an age of wonder. You have the tools at your fingertips to shape a future far beyond the imagining of those who shaped the one you might inherit. But you might be cursed for the same reason. How are you to know how best to navigate these unknown and treacherous waters? Let's go back to those stories I mentioned earlier. Those three brave individuals show us the power of having the courage to do what we know to be right, to own the future on your own terms and to ignore or confront your leaders when necessary. However, we cannot fully understand taking such a stand without also considering the matter of ethics. The concept of ethics is critical in South Africa as we consider where we are in our society and where we might want to end up. On this front, as it often does, South Africa presents us with a contradiction. We live in a country blessed with a constitution, which is the envy of many around the world, and which is regarded as the very embodiment of social justice and human rights. Indeed, our Constitution is a beautiful thing. We can be proud of how it has given life to many human rights and how it has often protected the weak and the vulnerable. But it's also not bulletproof. It did not protect us from state capture and the wholesale looting and corruption of many of our public institutions. For better or for worse, the Constitution is the ethical veil which envelopes South African society, but it is as fragile as the mist at sunrise. And why is this the case? We must seek the answer in the field of ethics. an ancient idea embraced as a field of philosophical study by the Greeks, although it has gone much further than that. There is one thing that the Constitution cannot oversee, and that is individual integrity, which must live in the hearts and minds of each one of us. That is up to us, to our personal ethics, not a legal document. Ethics is not complex or abstract. The American philosopher Aldo Leopold puts it simple. Ethical behavior is doing the right thing when no one else is watching. It strikes me that an absence of this defines much of what is wrong in our world today. If the concept of personal integrity and behaving ethically really lived in our society, would we have experienced the corruption of state capture, for example? Or what about the many corporate scandals which show that a lack of integrity and ethics is not monopolized by politicians alone? Unfortunately, we have been led by people whose absence of ethics allows them to thrive in the shadows. They know no shame, even when thrown into the spotlight. Sadly, they have also infected many others around them. This is the corruption of leadership. You cannot and should not inherit what such people have left for you, because that will leave you corrupted too. So what I ask of you today is this: please do not accept the future you are bequeathed. Think hard about the future you want. Imagine one that will be wonderful for you, for other people, and for future generations too. Do the right thing when no one is looking. Let that be what you live your life by. Be remembered for that. Own the future you want, and never forget that one person can save the world. I thank you, and good luck for your future.
Mr. von Ziener, thank you very much for your persuasive message around being present in our social condition as this generation, and the application of ethics in the Cold Wars of the current generations. I think with that, let's give Mr. von Ziener another round of applause. I now call the Chancellor to conclude the proceedings of today.
So of the 26 public universities, 1.2 million students like you, no less than 5 of them are in serious trouble, purely and simply because of lack of leadership. How blessed we are to have the Vice Chancellor of the caliber of Professor Francis William Pedersen. Do you desire the future you want, or the future you have inherited? These words will continue to haunt me, probably for the rest of my life. And the last tagline that says, never forget that even one person can change the world. Louis van Zuna is a dear friend of mine. I serve with him on the advisory council of Accenture. We belong to the same family of the First Rand Group, where we pretend to be non-executive directors. But we thank him more because he's one of us, for making time in his busy schedule to really write a truly profound congratulatory message. And for that, we are eternally grateful. We are also grateful for twigging our conscience that we must never give up, that we are able to vote because of brave women and men. Just imagine what together we can do in resetting the dial. Because we are not alone. Countries from time to time do lose their way. But it's women and men like you who yank it back. Thank you for giving us hope. Thank you for saying that it's about time that those who love peace organize as effectively as those who love war. Dames en heren, baie dankie. Eminence, Excellencies, most distinguished guests, this concludes the proceedings for this afternoon. The university takes great pleasure and pride in inviting all graduates and your guests to exam room number 4, where tea and coffee will be served. The national anthem will now be played. After that, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved, and both the main and academic processions leave the hall. May you please kindly rise.
Oh
By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State. Thank you.